Hey y'all. Okay, I know a lot of y'all have heard about Sadaria Davis. She was found. Well, she was missing. She's been missing since April 27th, and she was found in an abandoned house or abandoned building, dead. Okay, and not only was she dead, I knew her. I knew that her fingers were missing. Okay, but I was unaware that her organs were missing, and this girl was only 15, y'all, and there's really been no news coverage at all about it. Okay, none. Now, there is one, there's an article on the news about it, or on the internet, on CBS. It's just, it doesn't say anything at all that happened to her. It just says she was found dead in a vacant building. Okay, I'm going to read this to y'all, but then I want to show y'all some other things from, from social media, from people that know what happened, or, well, that more happened to her than she was just found dead. This article right here says, missing teen found dead in vacant East Garfield Park building. A 15-year-old girl who went missing in April was found dead more than 2 weeks later in a vacant building in the East Garfield Park neighborhood. Police said Sadaria Davis went missing after leaving her home near Adams and Keeler on April 27th. Her family had not heard from her since then. And this is her right here. Around 10:45 a.m. on May 11th, her body was found on the floor of a vacant apartment building less than a mile from her home, near Hamlin and Madison. Police confirmed Area North detectives were conducting a death investigation. An autopsy performed on May 12th was inconclusive, pending further investigation, according to the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office. Anyone with information about Davis's death should call Area North detectives, and here's the phone number. But that's it. That is all it says. An autopsy was performed. They don't know how she died, and it says nothing at all about how she was brutally mutilated. Okay? Now, this one I'm going to show y'all because this has more. Okay? It says 15-year-old reportedly found dead and mutilated and is getting no news coverage. Sadaria Davis is being talked about on social media but nowhere else. Just like Kanika. Okay? On April 25th, 15-year-old Sadaria Davis was last seen leaving her East Garfield Park neighborhood in Chicago. Her friends and family had not heard from her since. Sadly, on May 11th, Davis's body was found 6 blocks away from East Garfield Park, according to the Chicago Sun-Times. Little else is known about the teen's death, but reports on social media said Davis was mutilated and some of her organs were missing. Twitter user King Powell wrote that Davis's fingers were cut off and some of her body parts were removed. There were also reports that Davis was a friend of Kanika Jenkins, another Chicago teenager whose body was found in a walk-in hotel freezer at the Crowne Plaza in Rosemont, Illinois in September. Jenkins was 19 years old. A vlogger named Chasing Truth claimed Davis's body was possibly missing organs, which has also been reported on social media. In addition, there were multiple people calling for Davis's story to receive more attention. Right here it says, a 15-year-old acquaintance of Kanika Jenkins was reported missing in April and recently found in an abandoned building with her fingers and organs removed. Why is this not national news? Her name is Sadaria Davis. That was on May 31st. This right here says, a beautiful 15-year-old Chicago girl named Sadaria Davis whose body was found in an abandoned building, whose fingers were cut off and some of her body parts were removed. The story hasn't been covered. Please, everyone, make her story the national coverage across the world. Her story, just like many others, may not seem to make the news or fail to get the right amount of press. This beautiful young lady's life was taken, and we need answers. That's when Drake and Pusha T in playoff finals, distracting y'all from 15-year-old Sadaria Davis, found dead with her fingers and organs missing on Chicago West Side. Stay woke. Autopsy results were inconclusive. A police spokesperson say there were no indications of how Davis died. As can be the case, sometimes social media is more accurate than police investigators. Regardless, even if these are rumors, there needs to be more transparency in this teenager's death and an aggressive investigation. That combination could result in coverage from every news network and outlet. Please spread the word about this story so our family can get justice. Our thoughts go out to everyone affected by this tragedy. It's absolutely terrible, y'all. The things... Oh, and this is Kanika and Sadaria, and it's sad, man. Like, I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and we were talking about, like, all the crime in Chicago and stuff, and it's crazy. I will never understand that. How so many people die, and how so many people die in Chicago and they don't get justice. I mean, yeah, it happens everywhere. Don't get me wrong, it happens everywhere. Okay? But Chicago is like, it's known for this. You know, people die, and people move on. Cases never get solved. It's like a whole world in its own. Like, it's a whole different world than everywhere else in our country. I just don't understand it. I mean, just like Kanika and, Zach and anybody else, anybody else who has lost their lives and hasn't gotten justice, I really hope and pray to God that, the answers come out about Sadaria Davis and all of them. This little girl, and I say little girl because she was 15, and she was little. She was only, I think, 4'11", and really tiny. I don't know how much she weighed, but she was really small, and it just, it really bothers me, to see these young kids losing their lives so senselessly. And, like, they have their whole lives to live. Like, they had so much ahead of them, regardless of how they chose to live their lives. They had a lot, a lot of living to do. And it was robbed by these criminals. And it's just, it's so heartbreaking. It's so sad. And, I hate seeing this because y'all know I have kids, and I can't even imagine. And I hope and pray to God I never have to go through anything like this, And my heart goes out to anyone who is going through it, or who has, or who will. It's just very sad. But I did want to show y'all that it is saying that, her organs are possibly missing. So, anyone that wants to say that Kanika's, why would hers be missing, or anybody else, this is what they do in Chicago. These are things that they do. Okay? It doesn't take a lot to find that out. Like, all you have to do is just, it's literally on the internet. We've all made videos about it, but it's on the internet. You could actually look it up yourself. This is what goes on. and the police, they cover a lot. They cover everything up because they're involved too. They've got the dirtiest police there, and they're all criminals. Like they're all linked together. The gang members, the police officers, a lot of the doctors, and what they do is they all work together. They all play a role. You know, they use the street people to do the killing. The doctors get the organs, and the police cover it up. They're all involved. They're all involved in all of this. And it's all because of money. The doctors sell the organs. The police and the gang members get paid off. Everybody's making money in a little circle. And it's just, it's so scary. It is that I can't even imagine how it is in Chicago or Rosemont or, other places where they have the organ trafficking. It's crazy. Very crazy. I can't imagine being so heartless towards people to just kill and take organs and sell someone's organs knowing that it wasn't legit. Like, they didn't have a choice in the matter, you know? I, God, I mean, it's like a pure demon. Like, I can't even imagine someone just being so uncaring and so heartless. I don't know. It's crazy. But y'all leave y'all's thoughts and comments below. If y'all need to send me anything, please feel free to do so in my email or you can add me on Facebook and send it through Messenger. The links for both of those are down below underneath the video. God bless y'all, and I will talk to y'all later. Have a good day.